very limited things he has to say. All he had to say in his tweet was Satyameva Jayate. Clear vindication of his stand against the Aam Aadmi Party, with the Delhi High Court coming down very heavily against the Aam Aadmi Party for their allegations against the Delhi LG. Truth will prevail. That's what the Delhi LG has to say. And Ananya, we are of course awaiting for the Aam Aadmi Party to actually come out and respond, because the observations made by the Delhi High Court while passing this particular order are extremely scathing. They could perhaps point to a shoot and scoot policy of the Aam Aadmi Party, because like we've been discussing, this is not the first time that they've faced defamation cases and had to back down eventually.
Well, definitely. There have been a lot of cases, whether we talk of this case or others. There have been there in the recent past. Aam Aadmi Party has taken a big setback, and this is yet another setback coming in from the Delhi High Court, where it has now been asked, in fact, to take down all of these tweets and posts that have been made against the Delhi Lieutenant Governor. And we just saw a reaction coming in from the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, clearly saying that Satyamev Jayate, a clear response to his stand, a particular stand that he has been taking. And we have to still remember the observations that have been made by the court in this particular case, saying that the balance of convenience lie actually with the plaintiff is Mr. Vinay Kumar Saxena, because the posts are allegedly defamatory in nature. They've been made without any substantial claim, and even before making these posts, none of these leaders actually verified the facts of these cases. In fact, it also goes on to say that it takes a lot of time to garner a reputation, but then nobody can come in your way and just like that in a casual manner come and tarnish that reputation, and there are consequences to it, and hence we are seeing these consequences coming out in this interim order, clearly in favor of the Delhi LG, asking the Aam Aadmi Party leader to take down all of these posts, in fact.
Right.
Poonam.
Right, so the message is very, very clear that you have to take down these tweets, you have to take down these social media posts, because there's absolutely no evidence that you have provided to substantiate those claims that are being made, those allegations that are being made against the Delhi LG. Ridhima Bhatnagar, my colleague, now joins us with that complete order copy that we've accessed for you here on CNN News 18. Ridhima, do take our viewers through the most scathing observations.
Correct. Taking on from what Ananya was pointing out, Poonam, that this is what the LG had been saying all while along, that there is no evidence to prove in terms of all the tweets and other comments that have been put out by various AAP leaders. So we here at CNN News 18 have now accessed this order copy exclusively here. Let me just talk to you as far as the operative part is concerned. What does it say? On a prima facie view, the various statements, interviews, press conferences, tweets, retweets, hashtags made by the defendants as per are defamatory. The same have been made in a reckless manner without any factual verification in order to tarnish the reputation of the plaintiff. It cannot be gainsaid that reputation of a person is earned after years, and same cannot be tarnished by any other individual in a casual manner. It further also goes on to say the damage caused to the reputation of an individual is immediate and far-reaching on the internet. So long as the impunged content continues to be in circulation and visible on social media, it is likely to cause continuing damage to the reputation and image of the plaintiff. The LG here, balance of convenience is in favor of the plaintiff and against the defendant. So what is the key part? All the tweets, the conferences, hashtags that were made by the defendants, this order copy says they were all defamatory. There was no real evidence to it.
Absolutely no evidence, and without any evidence to corroborate your claims, you cannot be making such reckless comments to tarnish a reputation that is hard-earned, reputation that can be damaged with immediate effect. That's the observation that has come to the fore from the Delhi High Court. Big blow coming into the Aam Aadmi Party. Some of its very senior leaders, including Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh, who had made allegations against the Delhi's Lieutenant Governor in the Khadi scam. Ananya continues to be with us as far as this big development is concerned. And just to put this in perspective for our viewers, Ananya, going back to what really the allegations of the Aam Aadmi Party were, it pertains to alleged corruption to the tune of 1,400 crore rupees, if I'm not mistaken. This was when the current LG was the chairman of the Khadi and Village Industries Commission.
Well, definitely, this is the particular contour of the allegation that is there against the Delhi LG. And in fact, another set of allegations that were there against the Delhi LG leveled by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Mr. Sanjay Singh, Atishi Marlena, were that he had in fact given out a contract worth 80 crores in favor of his daughter. So both these allegations come and these tweets being made are now coming to the way of the High Court, and the High Court passing this particular order clearly shows that somewhere or the other the High Court was satisfied by the LG's argument that these posts are defamatory in nature. They've been made without any in fact being fact checked or being actually checking as to what was the actual amount of it, whether there was actually a corruption there or not, and hence these posts are said to be defamatory in nature. High Court making strong observations about how somebody cannot casually come in and give out statements which are defamatory in nature and tarnish somebody else's image. And remember, a very, very important line that comes into this particular order is also that the LG is a constitutional post and cannot counter these allegations on social media. So, and that's a big reason also why the Delhi LG did not respond to these allegations on social media. And in fact, now, since the order has come out, he gave out his reaction saying that Satyamev Jayate, the truth prevails. So a very, very strong order coming in by the Delhi High Court single judge bench headed by Justice Amit Bansal, hearing the civil defamation suit that has been filed by the LG after he had sent a legal notice which remained unanswered by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Sanjay Singh, Atishi Marlena, and finally interim order coming into his way.
Absolutely. It was on September 5th, in fact, when the LG had sent this legal notice to the Aam Aadmi Party directing them to cease and desist. They obviously did not do so, but the High Court has now stepped in and asked them to take down all those defamatory posts on social media. But Ananya, if you have any details about whether or not the court has ruled over the damages that the LG was seeking, because we're given to understand that he was seeking a compensation of 2.5 crore rupees from the Aam Aadmi Party leaders.
Well, this is not the stage where damages can be dealt with because it is an ad interim stage. It is an interim order that's been passed by the Aam Aadmi Party, by the High Court. It is a temporary order for the damages to be dealt with. There is in fact, a detailed hearing that is to take place that would continue, and there would be a lot of submissions that have to be made from both the sides in order to justify that big amount of damages and how these damages are monetary valued. So that would come out in the later half of the hearing when the matter is heard at full length. These are just ad interim directions in order to provide a preliminary relief, which we call it in a general language, so that the defamation does not exist or there is no more tarnishing to the image of the plaintiff, that is in fact the LG of Delhi.
Right, Ananya, thank you so much for getting us the very latest on that big blow to the Aam Aadmi Party and of course for accessing that complete order. Before now,